I'm Rick Barclay, and I'm with Piano Clubhouse, and today we're going to learn the song Faithfully. It was made popular and recorded by Journey. Words and music are by Jonathan Cain. He's the keyboard player for Journey. This is like not only one of my all-time favorite Journey songs, but my all-time favorite songs, period. I just think it's brilliantly written and just a wonderful melodic line and just the whole nine yards. So hope you enjoyed learning this one as I will enjoy teaching it. So let's just dive in. It is in the key of B. B major is this. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Okay, now there's a basically we're learning the main piano part. We're not really going to play the melodic line per se that is being sung by Steve Perry, but just the main piano that's being driven, or actually drives this whole song. So let's just dive in. Let me just play the first four measures, then I'll go back and explain what's happening. At that point the vocals come in. So it's a 4-bar intro, and this main hook line with the piano, if you will, is prominent throughout the whole piece. So once we kind of learn this, it's going to be the basis off of everything else that we learn. So it's B octaves, and you notice a lot of movement and octaves and shifts that I'm doing in my left hand, so we'll have to be very specific with how we approach those things. So B's in your bass, B and D sharp in your right hand. And then on count 2, you're going to hit the F sharp, and then right after that on the E, it does the C sharp in the right hand, and then, so it's B, B, when you hit the second B, then it's B and E in the right hand, and then it resolves down to B and D sharp, and then on the very next count, that's on the 3, and on the 4, you hit the octave B's, and then B, C sharp, D sharp. Okay, that whole measure? Okay, so what we've learned in the right hand at this point is pretty much going to be prominent again throughout most of this. So we're just basically doing different bass tones as it's walking down. So 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and now it's G sharps in the bass. Okay, we hit the and with the B and the D sharp, and then we come up to this octave here. Okay, so you notice how those then we hit the octave G sharps there, and then we're doing F sharps, then come up an octave, hit those low F sharps, and this time instead of going, it just does this B. So let's do that F sharp portion right there. Now here's the end. Finally move our right hand, so it's E octaves, way down there low, E and F sharp, or excuse me, G sharp, venturing down into the bass clef with our right hand. And then on the of 1, it's G sharp and E. Count 2 is on the bass pedal tone down here in the E. E is going to be on this A sharp, and they hit together. One more time. Okay, now we're ready for the verse. So back to our original position with the B's. Okay, and at that point it does not do that portion. It just basically lays on the B. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now that's some new information right there. So when we're on the G sharp, on the basically the E of 4, it's going to be this B and then to a G sharp on the and of 4. So we'll do that measure right there. next measure. Okay, so what happens here is we don't go down to the F sharp, which was part of the intro. It just skips that F sharp and goes directly to the E portion. Okay, and then you hold on to that. That's going to hit the and a 2, and then you hold for 3 and 4, and then you're on my mind. And when it goes mine, that's when you're back to this. It's a little different information. Each time at the end of the phrase, he adds some different piano type information happening. So what that was B, C sharp, F sharp, D sharp, and F sharp. 1 and 2 E and. Sorry. Okay, now it's ready for the basically next verse, portion of the verse. So at that point it just went down B to F sharp. Notice I didn't do any different pedal tones with my bass. It just stayed on that B. Now we're ready for again the second verse. This is kind of written in an AABA format. So here's the second portion. Went back to that original B, C sharp, D. Okay, that was what we did before. And then now the E. Now here's some new information. It's a B over F sharp. So F sharp in the bass, B, D sharp, F sharp. 1, a 2, and then resolved on the and a 2 with the F sharp triad. Still F sharp's in the bass, A sharp, C sharp, F sharp. Now at count 4, we're leading into this basically B section. So it's F sharp and then F sharp, A sharp. And those 16th notes were B, C sharp, B. So for E and now you're ready for an E to a G sharp minor and then to a B. Okay, so basically now we're really starting to play type chords accompaniment, if you will, not so much melodic parts, except the second measure of each phrase. We do have some very interesting melodic type lines. So first measure is more chording. Second measure is melodic intervention, so to speak. So that was an E, F sharp, B, and E. 1, 2. Count 3. We go to a G sharp minor, G sharp, B, D sharp, G sharp. Grab that low octave there, and then on the of 4, we go into a B. B's, B, D sharp, F sharp. Okay, so I'll play that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, lots of different information there. So F sharp, B. F sharp stays stagnant, if you will, as we're playing these other lines as I go up with my fingers. So B sharp, B sharp, B, C sharp, combine the two names together, sorry about that, B, C sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, B, okay, so 2 E, 4, and that's the rhythm. And your bass is basically just kind of a pulsating quarter notes. Sometimes I like to do eighth notes, if you will, between the octave, pinky, and thumb. And then we go back to basically again an E, G sharp minor,